What's going on, everybody? My name's Danny Ferrari.
My name's Parker Immense.
We are Excellent Sound. We are back with the new year, bro, and a brand new sound design tutorial.
The dumbest sounds of all time.
The dumbest sounds of 2026.
Yes.
The dumbest sounds of dubstep in general. Guys,
we're going to get flamed for this, dude.
I know. We already did one on the wah bass. This is our second version. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I think you guys liked the first one. If you didn't see the first one, it was a wah bass. Obviously, we're doing dubstep sounds because it is the year and I would say season of WOOKTRONIC. It is winter WOOKTRONIC season.
I think it's the year of the Wook.
It is the year of the Wook. Wook's had a great year. They got plenty of money from their parents.
Oh, yeah, dude.
They've been going to tons of shows.
They didn't get cologne, though.
Bruh. No, they didn't take a shower.
Right to jail.
So, yeah, if you guys didn't know, we put out a brand new WOOKTRONIC pack. We have the early access available for you guys right now if you guys want to check that out. Some of the sounds you'll be hearing today are actually included in the WOOKTRONIC pack. And, of course, even the demo track that we're showing you guys, some of the drop that we're going to be using, we're going to be showing you guys is made entirely with WOOKTRONIC bass. It's got 175 Serum presets. It's got over 700 samples in there, you guys. Parker, tell them about the deal we're running right now.
Yeah, also for the new year, if you guys buy WOOKTRONIC, you guys will get Drops Only Wook for 50% off. We're doing deals, dude.
We're doing deals,
We're doing
bro.
sales.
Links are in the description if you guys want to check that out. But in the meantime, let's show you what's in there. Let's talk about the second dumbest bass in dubstep, and that is going to be the Yoy bass, everyone.
This might be the #1 dumbest.
Yeah. Now, dumb doesn't necessarily, dumb can mean good. Parker and I sometimes are dumb. Sometimes we're good.
6'9", could be dummy.
I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
I thought you were talking about like 6'9", like it's like the opposites are like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Like
No, the
yin-yang.
rapper.
I thought you were on some deep, like ethereal shit. No, you're just talking about Parker's brain.
Parker and I sometimes are dumb.
Guys, when we talk about the dumbest basses in dubstep, right, we're talking about basses that literally can be made in 3 moves, okay? If you're talking about like Magnus Carlsen, like shows up late, does 3 moves, checkmate, you're out, right? So we're going to show you the basis of how to make this bass in 3 moves, and then we're going to show you how you can expand on it, right? What is the Yoy bass? Now, if you're talking about like the fully evolved Charizard Yoy bass, this is what the Yoy bass is. So we got a Yoy here. We're going to go ahead and give you guys that sound for free. It's in the link in the description down below. And then, of course, we have some other Yoys here. And then if you guys like other like Yoys, you got Yoys like this, you guys can get this project file for the patrons. Link in the description for that as well. Coming up. Okay, so like those are the Yoy basses, right? So the Yoy bass, we made this gnarly one. This one's just crazy, right? That's when you hear a lot of like Subtronics does stuff like that, or they'll do it like kind of on the one. I labeled the track stupid because that's how dumb this bass is. Okay, so when you're doing a Yoy, don't overcomplicate it. All you need is a basic shape. A sawtooth or square wave will work for you. If you want to get crazy and do FM, fine. I don't care. Just do a saw wave. That's all you really need, okay? I'm going to start with the saw wave, and I'm literally going to set it down to -2 because we play all of our presets in seat 2. If you have our presets, you already know they always hit at the exact same octave. You're welcome. Take that, other sample companies. Stop being lazy. All you're going to need to do is add a filter, okay? I'm going to add a filter just like so, and I'm going to use, in this case, is a low-pass filter. So when it comes to a Yoy bass, right, we have 3 components. We have the wavetable, we have the filter, and then we have the LFO shape. That's literally it, okay? So in this case, we're using a low-pass filter. You can use anything as long as it has high resonance. That means you can use a high-pass filter, it'll work. You can use a bandpass filter, it'll work. You can use a low-pass filter, it'll work. Or you can even use a peak, as long as it's got a high resonance like so. What I do is I went ahead and I turn the cutoff down all the way, and then I have the resonance all the way up. So you go like this. Kind of like the wah bass. Remember the wah bass? We did the wah bass, and literally the wah bass was just adding a ramp LFO like this right here. Look, I'm going to show you, look, 2 videos in one. There's the wah bass. Stop being dumb. It's not hard, okay? So if you went ahead and made a little bit of resonance like so, and you add just a simple shape, right now I'm going to do a ramp to up, okay? A ramp to up. I think that's what it's called, a tabletop straight ramp to nothing, okay? And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to the cutoff. I'm just going to have it all the way up. Wah. There's our wah bass, right? Now here comes another part, right? You need to sample and hold, okay? Or down sample, or, okay, if you want to use a regular filter, if you want to try different stuff, you can use sample and hold one of these ones, right? I think you turn this all the way up. Yeah, and you can kind of see. These are pretty much the same thing. I like down sample. It's just easier to use. I don't know why. Okay, down sample, mix all the way up. Drive. This is your tone of the yoy. Watch this. I'm already yoing. Let me turn this off for a moment, and let's just open up the filter. We have our resonance. If I just have down sample on with resonance, it starts making a I. Watch when I open and close it. You see different points where it stops? That's why I like the tabletop, right? Because it pitches up and then stops, as opposed to just like a straight ramp would just be like, it would just be kind of just repeating itself. If I did a straight ramp like so, watch. Which it kind of, you see it starts to fizzle out, so you have to kind of find the sweet spot. Let's set this to like trigger. Which you can kind of get yeah, which are kind of cool. But in this case, we want a super long yoy, right? So we're going to go ahead and find our sweet spot. We're going to go ahead and tabletop it. Find out where it sounds best. Literally it. You hear that? Now, what you can do is you can expand on that. What we're going to do in this next sound, which we're going to go ahead and give you guys away for free, is we're going to expand upon that. That's literally how stupid this bass is. Wavetable, stupid LFO, stupid filter, stupid fucking distortion, downsample. That's it. That already sounds kind of cool as it is. Now, how you expand upon it is up to you. And we're going to give you guys those secrets right now. So, to make something like this, right, it's actually not that much crazy. Just a couple extra buttons. Now, in the Wook pack, we went ahead and gave you guys a bunch of different yoys, so you don't necessarily have to make a bunch of them. But what we did with this one specifically is we went ahead and macroed everything that you would want in a yoy, okay? So these macros are quick little knobs that you can automate and move to make some really, really cool stuff. In this case, what's happening is there's a pitch bend that's happening. And then there's a lot of movement. If you see the pitch bend on the actual sound itself, you can see it's not that much stuff. I just added an extra filter and some OTT. Still the same simple process. You see we have stuff moving around, okay? So with that, I'm going to go back, and how you're going to make this sound is you're going to start with a basic sawtooth wave, just like so. It's going to sound like that. Right away, we're going to set this to -2 on the oscillator. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give it a sub 2 because we want a sub for this sound. We're going to set that to -2 as well. And we're going to go ahead and throw a macro on the sub right here in the level. We're going to turn that all the way up. And then for the filter, we're going to go ahead and use a MG low 12, and we're going to set the cutoff at 50 hertz. Now, what you want to do is you want to go ahead first, and you're going to want to go ahead and make this, again, this tabletop ramp shape. That's going to be your first LFO. Your second LFO is going to be a little bit of a later tabletop ramp shape. The reason why we're doing this is because we want the yoy to move, stop, and then come back. That's kind of what we're doing with this one. And then this one here is just like a little tabletop down. This is essentially a pitch bend, which we're kind of already automatically doing in here. If you can see, we already have our pitch bend kind of going down -12. That's the automation that's happening. You hear go, right? But this is also a pitch bend. You can go ahead and set LFO 3 on the matrix, on the main tuning, and I have that set to -2, I guess. So I have it just barely moving, and I put that on a macro as well. So the pitch mod, if you don't want it pitch modding. So right now we have it going down 12. Now that we got that, let's go ahead and let's initiate some of the stuff we have here. So this is where you can really start getting crazy. If you add a formant filter, you can start getting some really interesting sort of more vocal stuff out of it. I used the formant 3, cutoff all the way down, resonance all the way down, and the formant at 17%, and then the mix at 100%. And then what I did is I put a macro on some of these buttons, right, to make sure I can have it move where I want it to. So I went ahead and I put one on the formant. You add a macro and you add it to the formant and you set it to 32%. And then, of course, the formant opens and closes. So go ahead and throw LFO 1 on the mix right here. This is kind of a cool trick. Let's turn on the down sample real quick, just as is. So you should be able to hear what it's doing now. Now, we're not hearing a lot of movement, right? But don't worry, we're going to get there. Okay, now that that's doing that, you kind of hear how it's kind of moving through the filter and sweeping. Let's go back to the oscillator page, and let's go ahead and put this LFO on the cutoff, like so, and have it open, and then stop. Now, there is a pitch bend that's happening down, so don't forget, you need that pitch bend that goes, yo, right?
This is a huge nug, dude. Formant plus down sample.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you can use band reject too. Works really good with a low mix. You could just get other vocal stuff in there. Okay, now that you got that, let's go ahead and also apply this. Remember I said that we want it to kind of move, stop, and then move again? That's what LFO 2 is going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and add LFO 2 to the cutoff as well. That's going to be set to -24. Make sure it's going both ways. That's what's going, yeah, yo. And that's essentially doing that along with the pitch bend that's happening. All right, now that you guys are seeing that, let's go ahead and go back into here. We're going to go ahead and add some LFO to the drive as well. So the drive is essentially the pitch of the yoy. So we have the pitch of the yoy and the resonance of the filter, and you can also get some pitch in the drive. Don't move this too much. Don't get overzealous, just a little bit. See, it's barely touching it. And then what I did is I went ahead and add these macros on a bunch of different things. This format is automating up too. If you looked at the automation lane, that format is moving. So we have the format moving, and then we have the yoy position. It's on the actual pitch. It's also on this, so we can manually control that extra end bit where it goes, yeah, right? That yoy position is bringing it back down. This is kind of moving it. It's not really doing too much. I think you could probably go like this. Yeah, you can get crazy. So you guys can start to see, once you start adding macros to stuff like that, it really helps. The rate itself is on the actual rate of this LFO, and then this LFO also has a rate. That's what these two are doing. So these ones are set to half right now, it looks like. Oh no, this one's set to a quarter because the macro's up. And that's why you can get really fun when you start adding macros like this. You can start getting real crazy. Yoy position 2, let's move that. What's cool about this preset and a lot of presets in this pack is that we went ahead and did all the heavy lifting for you guys. So all you really need to do is just start automating these and you'll get some cool stuff. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys learned something from this. I know that this stuff seems like it's really complicated, but it's not. It's actually really simple. Again, just keep those 3 components or 4 components, whatever the fuck I said. Simple sawtooth or square wave, wavetable. You can do FM, but don't get too crazy. You don't want too many harmonics. You want simple, nice analog harmonics. You want a resonance filter. So it could be a peak, a low pass, high pass, band pass. You do band reject. And then you want to use a simple LFO, whether a ramp up or a sort of straight down. And then from that LFO, if you re-trigger it, you can get the faster like yo. That's kind of will give you that sort of vibe, right? And then of course, using something like down sample or using something like sample and hold, and make sure you find that sweet spot. And then to expand on that, do stuff like adjusting the tuning, right? Adding some different stuff in the pitch bend, maneuvering the pitch of the yoy by moving the downsample drive knob and moving the cutoff, I think, on the sample and hold. Moving those just tiny bits at the end or at the very beginning of the sound, and having those sort of move a little bit gives you a little bit of different pitch mod variations, and that'll give you some of like the cooler yoys. But overall, just experiment with that. Start small, start basic, and start adding little things here and there. And you guys, it's so easy. I cannot wait to see what you guys make. Again, if you guys want to grab our brand new pack, WOOKTRONIC Volume 1, the early access is available. It's got 175 presets, 700 sounds. If you guys want to grab this project file, link is in the description for that for patrons. Free download for the sound. Parker, you got anything else for the people?
I'm just stoked for 2026, man.
It's coming. We got so many plans.
We got this awesome dummy sequence, dude. Oh. I love this. Yes. And you guys like it too.
Yeah, hopefully you guys, if you guys want to see more, if you guys are curious about specific sounds and how stupid they are, if it is, actually every sound is pretty stupid if you think about it. And pretty much any sound can be made with like 3 or 4 moves. If you talk about, and I think that's what we're trying to really convey here, is like the basis of every sound is usually like 1 or 2 things, and then everything else is just like a little extra dressing on top, right? Mm-hmm. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let's go ahead and play this out, Parker.
Let's play it out, baby.
One, bro. Happy New Year.